Hello, world. I just wanted to talk about one thing today, and that's the power of meditation. Meditation can be a very powerful practice that you start implementing into your life to reclaim yourself, figure out who you really are without the noise, without the projections, as well as clear out your thoughts and drain the negativity in your thought processes. And I feel like this is very important because a lot of our thoughts that we have throughout the day are negative. And it's all about flipping that. I'm always talking about just think positive, surround yourself with positivity. And it's not always that easy, especially if all the thoughts in your head are negative. So, in order to start to rewrite these, you need to be able to sit with yourself. And some people can't do this because it makes them very uncomfortable. Because once you start sitting with yourself and you're not distracting yourself with news or a show or a movie or work, and you're just sitting with yourself, not focusing on anything but being in the present moment. And a good way to start doing this, I'm giving you a little tip right here, is to focus on your breathing. Don't don't worry about, holding your breath or controlling your breath. Just focus on your breathing. Be mindful of your breaths. Be mindful of when you are exhaling, when you are inhaling. It doesn't have to be forced or rushed. Just focus on that. And the more you do this, the more you will be present. And if you're able to close your eyes while you do this, you might even become more present. And you will realize that once you start implementing meditation into your life, that you're able to start blocking out these memories, start blocking out this negative thought process, and you will also stop overthinking, overanalyzing situations. Our minds, us being, really high focused or even high stimulated at sometimes, we tend to have our mind always going, always running, always going to one thought to another thought to another thought to another thought to another thought. And most of those thoughts are negative. And once we have one negative thought, we realize that we jump from negative thought to negative thought to negative thought. So, in order to start to clear your mind, in order to start to reclaim positivity into your life, you have to start first getting rid of all the negative thoughts that keep running on repeat in your mind. And a good way, the best way I find, is to start sitting with yourself, start being in the present moment. And this might be extremely difficult for some of you at first, which is completely fine. Still, do this. The more you do this, the more you practice this, the more you get into that uncomfortable feeling of just sitting by yourself in your thoughts and letting your mind roam or just letting it loose, you will realize that a lot of the thoughts will start to fade and dissipate. And then before you know it, practicing this not for a day, but once you start practicing this every day for a month or a couple weeks, you will be able to realize that your thoughts go blank. Your mind literally stops and starts being in the present moment, starts focusing on your breath, the air touching your face, the sound that your fan makes in the background. All these things will start to occupy your mind rather than worries, doubts, fears, uncertainties. And when you're able to do this enough and implement this one time a day, this is the challenge for the day, the challenge for this video. Start to implement this. Start to give time. Start with even 10 minutes. You don't need to meditate for an hour. If you can sit with yourself for 10 minutes out of the day rather than throwing on your favorite show or watching The Office for the 20th time. And the reason why I say this is because I fall into these habits too. But if you're able to break these habits, at least for 10 minutes out of your day, where you're able to sit with your thoughts, free of distractions, free of external distractions, you will start to reclaim yourself, and you will also start to become more familiar with who you really are. And this will open up so many avenues for you. Meditation is so powerful that when you're able to start implementing it into your life, it will start to help you in every aspect of your life. And I hope that really makes sense. So if you're struggling with finding the right job, if you're struggling getting over negative thoughts or depression, if you're struggling finding the right partner or having an intimate relationship with somebody, if you're struggling in these aspects, meditation will help you with all these fields. Implementing this will help you with every aspect of your life. And the reason why I say this and the reason why I know this is because it's changed my life in this way. I've used to always have anger issues as a kid. I've always never been able to control my emotions or take pause, and I would always react when I would get triggered. Now I'm able to think before I react. I'm able to sit with my thoughts for a second before I react or let them take over the direction of my day, take over the direction of my life. And this is a very powerful tool. So as I said, the first step, focus on your breath. Even focus on the surrounding sounds. Because when you get into meditation, you might be distracted by sounds that you hear. You might be distracted by the sound that your fan makes or this little squeaky noise on the ground, whatever it is. Let those things also take you. And don't let those things distract you. Let those things focus on the sounds. Focus on your breaths. There's multiple ways to get into forms and deeper meditation states, but the best way I figured and the best way I use is to just start focusing on my breath. Observing my breath, being conscious of my breath. When I'm breathing in, when I'm breathing out, focusing on those movements, on something so simple that we do all the time, but we do it subconsciously. Start to become conscious of your breaths and just sit with yourself, free of distraction, as I said before, and you will see you start to get clarity. You will see those negative thoughts or that overthinking or that hamster wheel of thoughts that is just constantly going. Your mind is constantly in this state of go, 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 go. Jump from this thought, jump from that thought, jump from this thought. You will start to find that when you're able to do this, even for 10 minutes out of the day, if you're able to do this for more than one day and just be consistent with it, consistency is also key with meditation. When you're able to do this, you will see your mindset start to shift. You will see all these aspects of your life start to shift. And your mind will start to clear itself of all this overthinking, overanalyzing, overstimulated energy. And you will start to find inner peace. You will start to find serenity, internal peace. Peace of mind is what we call this as well. And if you feel like you've never had peace of mind or you don't know what that even is, chances are you need meditation in your life and you need to start implementing it into your life. And if you need more help with meditation, feel free to comment below or message me and I will get you started with implementing higher steps of meditation, encouraging you to take these steps to meditate because it's very beneficial. It could be very beneficial to your life, especially, as I said before, if all you have is negative thoughts. If you are unhappy, if you are depressed, if you are stressed out over the time, if you feel like you're overworked or you're overthinking bills or situations all the time in your head, this will help you really clear your thoughts, clear your mind, and have new focus and determination for your day, for your life. And the best part I figured out about meditation is it helped me find who I am. It helped me find who I really am deep down without projections, without expectations that I put on myself even. Because a lot of these expectations I put on myself in the past, and it led me to feeling depressed and being unsatisfied with my life and the conditions and the circumstances of my life. And when I started sitting with myself and really started figuring out who I was and asking that question to myself, that's when another voice kicked in and started telling me my truth, started showing me really who I am, started filling me with love and energy that I was absent of or I was oblivious of before. So there's so many benefits, and I'm just covering the tip of the iceberg of this discussion. But yeah, if you have any of these symptoms, if you have any of these problems, overthinking, overanalyzing, meditation will be a godsend in your life. And it has been a godsend in my life. And when I feel like I get away from meditation is when I overthink or overanalyze or worry. But as long as I keep meditation in my daily routine, those thoughts go away. I stop overthinking. I stop overanalyzing my next move. And you can too. This is not something that is unique to me. This is not something that makes me special. It's something that we as humans have access to. A higher level of consciousness, a higher level of understanding is right at our fingertips. But sometimes we just need a push in the right direction. And sometimes we just need, um, you know, to sit with ourselves. The one thing that a lot of people are very uncomfortable doing. And when you're able to push through that uncomfortability and sit with yourself and sit with your thoughts and sit with the fear and the worries and all that stuff that comes up, you'll realize the more you sit with it, the more that stuff does not affect you, and that the quieter those voices get in your head. The quieter those voices get of, you can't do this, you can't be that, you have to be a lawyer, you have to make $1 million, you have to do all this stuff. All those voices start to quiet down. And then once those voices quiet down, the real voice of yourself comes out and starts speaking to you, clearer than you've ever heard any other voice. And it will tell you exactly how to navigate your life to get to where you want to be. It will tell you exactly what you need to do to stop overthinking, to stop overanalyzing, to retrieve happiness, to retrieve love. But it takes time to find that voice because it's overbeared with all these other voices. It's overtaken by all these other voices in your head that are telling you to go different ways, and once you're able to start clearing those thoughts, silencing those voices, your real authentic voice will come out, and that will start speaking to you and guiding you through life. I really hope this video helped people, and if it did, like and subscribe. If you like the content that I make here, also send me a comment if you have any other questions. I love just making these comments and making these videos for you. But I love you all, and like always, I hope you all have an amazing rest of your day. Take care.